Hey guys, it is currently 5:27. My official wake up time is, I want to say, 5:20, 5:21. A little late, did press the snooze button 3 times. Um, the reason why I didn't get up, any later than that was because I did head off to bed like around 5:32. Just was wrapping up a CPA exam lecture, and yeah, just finished that up. Wanted to finish that around 10:30 and wrap up the night, so I did get a chance to do that last night, but we'll focus on better time management as well. I'm trying to figure out how exactly, because I don't know, for some reason I ended up, oh, I know what it was. I was in the gym yesterday. Um, Yeah, usually gym days are kind of a disruption because I don't know. I always try to convince myself that I can get in. Oh no, yeah. I'm thinking about this now. With an hour and 15 minutes walking, I should be able to get in enough gym time if I do that. So if I have 2 hours, right? An hour and 15 minutes for an evening walk, and then an hour, um, and then another, what, 45 minutes for resistance training. I should be able to wrap up all of my evening-based workouts, right? That is if I do my morning walk, especially my morning incline walk, right? Earlier today, earlier in the morning, which I do want to get a chance to squeeze in, but it looks like I will be a bit late. Anyway, just, you know, trying to improve time management, and this is the big reason why I prefer to be up as early as possible, right? I think that 5 a.m. wake up time for me is so optimal because I get a chance to knock out literally everything. I get to knock out everything on time. So, but yeah, I feel like if I would have gotten up earlier, I would have made time gains I would have made time gains a lot earlier, and then, I would have been able to knock out my desired CPA study goals and get to bed on time because, you know, actually putting myself in bed by 10:30 means I probably won't be able to go to bed until 11:15. Frankly, 11 a.m. is if I'm lucky, right? And so, for me, my new target time is actually, I'm thinking about making it um, 9, right? And then basically you know, uh, hitting the glass and taking out the emergency extinguisher is going to be 9:30, right? That's when I expect to be done with everything and just go to bed. Because that basically for me between 10 and 7, or sorry, 10 and 5, that's 7 hours of sleep, which is based on my personal like research and through trial and error seems to be a pretty ideal amount. I mean, it really does depend on how tired I am. Like anywhere between 7 and 8 is pretty much the golden zone. But yeah, I can get away with 7 hours of sleep just fine. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That end. So I've noticed as well. So yesterday I got a really great pump at the gym. I know I'm kind of skipping the activity, but I do think it was the carb intake. I'm not sure if it was from yesterday. I'm not sure if it was because of the day of, but just I had just a really, really amazing day at the gym. And so the only things that I've changed so far is just eating more calories. Right? So I'll just go to yesterday just to get an indication of what was going on in terms of diet. yeah, so, you know, um, pretty decent amount of carbs, right? 306 carbs, it's pretty good. And another thing as well are not the actual number of calories. I also think getting in a lot of protein the day before, right? This is great. This is a lot of protein, and it's not even a gym day, right? So what I'm going to do, because yesterday I had the best day at the gym that I've had. Like, it's probably my second best day, second only to my first, or not my first day, but my second day in the gym. Right? I was so sore the first time I got back in the gym this year. But then the second time I came back, it was just like, it was amazing. So, yeah, so I'm going to try to replicate this as much as possible. Maybe not the exact numbers, but the trends, right? The trends of eating over 700 calories, ensuring it's 30% or more protein. I'm actually thinking about eating this exact diet. Only exception is maybe not said the pink lady apples. It's going to be my typical black Arkansas apples. But yeah, me basically going to be trying to replicate this diet on Wednesdays. So that's something I'm definitely thinking about doing. So yeah, it's Wednesday, so let's go back to Thursday. Yeah, and as a second part of just replicating the whole process, I'm definitely intending to replicate this. Here are my usual black and saw, black Arkansas apples. Yeah, this is based, my usual breakfast. Nothing fancy there, right? Here's what I ate for lunch. Pretty typical stuff. 220 grams. This is like a 10% increase of the usual. That's another thing as well. I have experimented with more protein, and that is giving me desirable results as well. I noticed in the gym because on Monday I had a really good pump as well. It was one of my best pumps. I want to say maybe my third or fourth best of the year. Just really energized, right? And so I'm gonna say this is before. Because I don't recall having 3 bananas after the gym, so this would have to be before the gym. In fact, this was during my walk, so that's something I tried as well. So as you guys notice I'm eating a lot more bananas as well. So, and I just, flaxseed, I have some extra flaxseed, so I decided to down this, right? And I basically had two protein powders. So just going over the stuff I had before the gym, right? So that's basically this stuff. I'm going to try to replicate as much of this, everything afternoon snack and before, try to replicate this as much as possible to see for the day of the gym, right? Or right before the day of the gym, but right before my gym time, right? Replicating this in order to see if I get similar results. Okay, so got up around 6:45, 7:45, pretty late. However, today between 5:15 and 5:30. Super excited about exceeding all of my goals, especially, that's weird. I got 4,600 calories burned on the dot. That's really interesting and round number there. Okay. Really cool stuff here as well. I actually did experiment with a different incline. I didn't do my morning incline, but I did it in the afternoon. And very similar results. More floors, much steeper, but I don't think as many steps. But yeah, got that. Probably maybe one more floor, but it's just not as intense as my typical morning incline. Also, I'm improving my heart rate, so officially got below 73 at a new low of 72. This is super good here. Love it. Yeah, really loving that new lower heart rate. It's a new low for me. And, to top it all off with a 1933, almost 2,000 caloric deficit. So that's it. Wrapping up. Until next time, guys, thanks for going over my results.